right? You can be emotionally intelligent if you know yourself, first of all. So let's talk about the 4 quadrants or 4 dimensions of emotion. Who's the father of emotional intelligence? Anyone knows? Daniel Goleman. 1967, he came up with this, this research paper on emotional intelligence when he was in Harvard. And he talked, and this model, Daniel Goleman's model of the 4 quadrants of emotional intelligence, even now it is applicable. So he talks about self-awareness, and with self-awareness, once I'm aware of myself, then I can manage myself. And until and unless I manage myself, there's no question of managing a team. This is the fundamental principle. Manage myself before managing a team. And I can manage myself if I know myself. So all these are interrelated, self-awareness and then self-management. Social awareness, and then comes relationship management. If I understand what are the intricacies of how people react, what are their perceptions, how I need to be respectful of other people's perspectives. This is social awareness. Once you understand the elements of this social awareness, you will learn how to manage relationships, like how they say, the beautiful analogy is like the water droplet on the lotus leaf. You will not get impacted by other people's reactions and, other people's probably out of control emotions. A lot of times, I ask many people that I interact with, why do you get upset? Why do you get angry? Because he got angry. How is my response or my emotion, connected with someone else's emotion? How can I keep myself distinct from another person's reactions or emotions? That is what relationship management is all about. And I can do that if I understand the intricacies of how people work and how I need to learn how to respect, if not agree, at least respect other people's perspective. You don't need to agree. There's a term called, there's a phrase where we say, let's agree to disagree. Can I do that respectfully? So some of the elements of relationship management I'm talking about. So emotional intelligence, if I were to define, it's a very broad topic, but if I were to define emotional intelligence in one simple sentence, it's something that is an attribute of ours, a manifestation of our mindset, which is important to our professional success as much as our skills and abilities. Fair enough? Simple definition. Organizations today, I work with a lot of organizations on their organization design, organization, rewards and recognition programs. How do you create a career transformation, career transition, career roadmaps for your employees? I see that many of the progressive organizations today are actually looking for leaders who have emotional intelligence, which means they actually have designed performance management systems which evaluate the leader on his or her emotional intelligence before they are promoted to the next level. How many of your organizations are actually evaluating employees on EI? One. Globally, India is yet to catch up actually. Globally, all organizations, especially in Europe and the US, all the Fortune 1000 companies, most of them are actually using EI evaluations as a criteria for individuals to be promoted. I think India will also catch up soon. Psychometry, yes. Psychometric is one aspect. There are tests which actually measure specifically your emotional intelligence. Psychometry is also about some aspects of my individual self. It may not tell how I may react with you. So there are specifically designed, like one, Dr. David Wolf, my mentor, he has designed an emotional intelligence assessment, and a watered down version of that is something that we are going to do today. It's a very interesting test. It will help you assess yourself, where you stand, okay? We'll do that. Daniel Goleman says, out of control emotions makes even smart people look stupid. I think that's a very self-explanatory, very simple, but a very powerful statement. Yeah? So let's talk about what is this emotional intelligence? How do I tell that somebody is emotionally intelligent? So there was a lot of research that my team and I did, And we said, let's speak to some leaders. We spoke to about 120 of them. And we said, let's see what are the signs of high EQ versus low EQ.